Hi, myself. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about some economics. As you can see in the topic, that how many hours should I be working per day? It's kind of video that I'm gonna make. We'll be using three different languages: one English, Hindi, maybe Nepali, as well as Awadhi as well. So don't be confused. This basically I'm making this video for myself so that I can remember maybe in future that what I have been taught in my bachelor's life. It's kind of interesting, right? How a person decides how many hours they are gonna work per day. There can be a lot of factors. For example, the wage, the per hours that they are getting, and then the the income that they are not working but they are getting paid, which will be denoting by M later in the equations. For example, there can be person who is getting allowance from the government, where they are not doing any work but they are getting from the government. Similar, another example can be, let's say, if you have some bank saving, then you might be getting interest from there. That means you are not working physically, you're not giving your time, but you are getting the income from that. So that's EM. So let's deep dive into the process of how do we decide how many hours a person choose to work per day. So there is one term that I would like to introduce before. Utility. Utility means how much a person is getting benefited, or like how much a person gets satisfaction. Is that from working or from earning money or from utilizing something per day, right? So that's utility. So a person always tries to maximize their utility. That's the basic economics. That means, let's say, utility is a function of the number of hours worked and the number of hours taken at leisure. So it's like consumption, consumption and then leisure. So consumption is like number of hours they will be willing to work. And then it can be a function of something, maybe ln of c plus beta times ln of L. And they always tries to maximize this. So maximize this, where you maximize C and L such that now the main things come here. Okay, so let me clarify this one again. So this is the consumption and this is the leisure. So we're trying to maximize the consumption. A person tries to maximize their consumption. They want to consume more. And then they also try to maximize their leisure. So it's a condition where we are supposed to find that with maximum leisure, taking leisure, I want to consume the most. So that's when we are trying to find what's that leisure, maximum leisure, and what's the consumption I can consume at max. So now our basic intuition is only those things. Now we'll be talking about equating the budget constraint, right? So budget constraints, what happens is the consumption is equals to the money that they are making, right? So that means if C is consumption and price per consumption is P, then PC is total consumption, is gonna be equals to the money that they will be making by working X amount or G amount of hours. I would say G amount of hours they are working, and then times the wage per hour, right? So let's say W is the wage per hour plus, so this is the money that they are making, and extra money that they are making from without working is M, right? So the total money that they are making is gonna be equals to the consumption that they will be consuming at max. And we also know that the total hours per day is 24, so we can convert this G in terms of leisures, saying that leisure plus worked hours is equals to 24, meaning leisure equals to, work done equals to the amount of work, the hours of work done equals to 24 minus leisure. So from here we can import it right here, saying that PC equals to 24W minus LW plus M. Again, more simplifying, PC plus LW equals to 24W plus M. Now let's understand the basic intuition behind this budget constraint. So what this budget constraint, for instance, is like the total consumption, the total consumption's cost plus the leisure cost. That means if I'm not working, then I'm paying some cost because I'm not earning, right? So that's opportunity cost of leisure. So the leisure cost plus consumption cost is gonna be equals to the total amount of money that I'll be making within 24 hours, and then the money without working. So that's the basic intuition of the formula of the budget constraint. Now there could be a lot of questions related to find the optimal level of CL, so that they can maximize their consumption and leisure. There could be also a condition by saying that this is the wage, this is the price, then at what M income constant, at what constant M income the person chooses not to work at all. So those kind of questions we can talk about. So just only one thing that I would like to talk about in this one is optimality condition. So at optimality, the price ratio is equals to the MRS of the utility function. That means the price ratio is the price of consumption is P over price of wage is W. Price of C is P and price of wage is W, which is equals to the first derivative of utility with respect to consumption over derivative of utility with respect to the leisure, right? So from this utility we can say that the derivative of this one is equals to 1 over C, and over the derivative of this part is beta over L. So from here to here we can conclude that okay, this is L, not to be confused, and this is 1. Okay, all right, so this is gonna be like L over BC, that's beta, L over beta C. So P over W is equals to L over beta C. So this is one condition that at given beta and P and W we can find the L and C, relation between L and C, and then we can plug that in the budget constraint right here to find M values, and then yeah, that's how we decide everything in this situation. Yes, I have already derived this. Perfect.